What if we told you that Pakistan, a country of overwhelming potential, is grappling with economic challenges that need immediate attention? This isn't just some theoretical question, but rather the economic reality of a nation bursting with untapped potential. Let's delve into the current economic state of Pakistan. It's no secret that the global COVID-19 pandemic has dealt a heavy blow to economies worldwide, and Pakistan is no exception. The pandemic has disrupted economic activities, leading to job losses and reduced income for many households. But COVID-19 isn't the only challenge. Inflation, the silent thief of purchasing power, is also a significant issue. It's slowly but surely eroding the value of the Pakistani rupee, making it harder for families to afford essentials, let alone luxuries. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet. It's a harsh reality that affects the daily lives of millions of Pakistanis. And then there's the ongoing energy crisis. Power shortages and blackouts are not just inconveniences, they're barriers to economic development. Businesses can't operate efficiently without reliable access to power, and households can't enjoy a decent quality of life. The energy crisis is a ball and chain on Pakistan's economy, holding it back from achieving its full potential. These challenges, namely the pandemic, inflation and energy crisis, are like three powerful currents pulling Pakistan's economy off course. They're hindering growth, dampening development, and making it harder for the country to move forward. This isn't just about economics. It's about the aspirations of a nation, the hopes of its people for a better, more prosperous future. It's about a country that has so much to offer the world, if only it could overcome these economic hurdles. Now that we have an understanding of Pakistan's economic situation, how does it compare with similar countries? As we move forward, we'll probe deeper into this question and explore the economic landscape of Pakistan in greater detail. In the realm of economics, it's often insightful to compare countries with similar characteristics and challenges. Let's take a journey across South Asia, where countries with comparable demographics and economic structures to Pakistan are nestled. Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Nepal, for instance, share a similar stage with Pakistan, but each tells a unique economic tale. In Bangladesh, a country with a comparable population density, the story is one of impressive economic growth over the last decade. This progress has been fueled by a robust ready-made garment sector, which has been a significant contributor to the country's GDP and employment. It's a testament to how a focused industry strategy can lead to economic leaps. This could be a valuable lesson for Pakistan as it looks to bolster its own economic growth. Moving a little south, we find Sri Lanka. Despite facing significant political turmoil, Sri Lanka has managed to maintain a fairly stable economy. This has been largely due to its focus on tourism and tea exports. The takeaway for Pakistan? Even amidst political instability, strategic economic decisions can keep the ship afloat. Then there's Nepal, a nation that has embraced agricultural reform as a means of economic development. Despite facing geographical challenges, Nepal has managed to improve its agricultural productivity, which has contributed to a reduction in poverty. This could be a cue for Pakistan, a country where agriculture still plays a vital role in the economy, to consider similar reforms. Each of these countries presents a unique economic story, with lessons that Pakistan could potentially draw from. Whether it's Bangladesh's industry focus, Sri Lanka's strategic economic decision-making, or Nepal's agricultural reforms, these experiences offer valuable insights. The comparison gives us a clearer picture of where Pakistan stands, but how can Pakistan navigate through these challenges? Economic challenges, as daunting as they might seem, can be tackled with the right reforms. And in Pakistan's case, these challenges are not just daunting, they are pressing, demanding urgent attention and action. Let's talk about the elephant in the room first, the institutional structure. With a framework that's been struggling for stability, it's high time for an overhaul. The goal should be to build robust, transparent and accountable systems that not only withstand the test of time, but also adapt to the changing dynamics of the global economy. Next on the agenda, political stability. Without a stable political environment, it's difficult to establish consistent economic policies. This in turn affects investor confidence, both domestic and foreign, which is vital for economic growth. A stable political landscape paves the way for steady economic policies, fostering an environment conducive to growth and development. Now, onto the nagging issue of inflation. It's a beast that needs to be tamed. And the way to do that? effective monetary policy, stringent fiscal discipline, and a focus on increasing productivity. It's a tough balancing act, but it's one that needs to be mastered to keep the economy on an even keel. And finally, the energy crisis. A thriving economy needs a reliable energy supply. But in Pakistan, energy shortages have been a long-standing issue, hampering industrial growth and development. A shift towards sustainable energy sources, coupled with reforms in energy infrastructure and policies, could be the key to unlocking this bottleneck. These are but a few of the areas where reforms are needed, yet they represent some of the most significant hurdles that Pakistan must overcome. The task is daunting, yes, but not insurmountable. With the right reforms, it's possible to turn the tide. But what types of reforms are we talking about? Economic reforms are not a one-size-fits-all solution. They need to be tailored to a country's specific needs. For Pakistan, a multi-pronged approach is essential to address the unique challenges it faces. Let's first talk about fiscal reforms. In essence, fiscal reforms encompass changes to government revenue and spending. For Pakistan, this could mean broadening the tax base to increase revenue and reining in unproductive expenditures. These measures can help stabilize the fiscal situation and free up resources for much-needed public investment. Next up is monetary reforms. Monetary policy involves managing the supply of money to control inflation and stabilize the economy. For Pakistan, adopting a more flexible exchange rate and strengthening the independence of the central bank could be beneficial. These changes could help in maintaining price stability and fostering a more resilient financial system. Moving on, let's consider structural reforms. These are about improving the fundamental framework of the economy. For Pakistan, this could involve reforms in the energy sector to address power shortages and in the labor market to boost employment. Additionally, improving the business environment to attract investment and promoting innovation can also be part of this reform package. Finally, we come to governance reforms. These are all about improving the way the government works. For Pakistan, this could mean enhancing the effectiveness of public institutions, promoting transparency, and curbing corruption. Strengthening the rule of law and ensuring the protection of property rights can also be key components of these reforms. In conclusion, Pakistan's economic situation is complex and multifaceted, and the solutions must be as well. Implementing these reforms won't be easy, but the payoff could be significant for Pakistan's economy. So, where does Pakistan go from here? After delving into the economic challenges and the need for reforms, we find ourselves at a crossroads. The path Pakistan chooses to tread from this point forward will shape not only its economic future, but also the lives of its citizens. To say that the road ahead is steep would be an understatement. The problems are manifold: political instability, institutional decay, a flagging economy, border insecurity, high inflation, terrorism, and religious issues, to name a few. But as we've discussed, these challenges aren't insurmountable. They require a willingness to change, to adapt, and to reform. Now let's talk about the potential positive impacts of these reforms. Economic reforms can provide a much-needed boost to the flagging economy, creating an environment conducive to growth and development. They can help stabilize the economy by curbing inflation and bringing about fiscal discipline. Reforms can also strengthen institutions, fostering transparency and accountability. This in turn can help restore investor confidence, attract foreign investment, and spur economic growth. Moreover, tackling border insecurity and terrorism can create a safer, more stable environment, which is vital for economic prosperity. But perhaps the most significant impact of these reforms would be on the people of Pakistan. A stronger economy means more job opportunities, better living standards, and a brighter future for the youth. It means a Pakistan where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive and succeed. In the end, the journey towards economic reform is not just about numbers or economic indicators. It's about people. It's about creating a future where every Pakistani has the chance to live a prosperous life. It's about transforming Pakistan into a strong, stable, and prosperous nation. Despite the challenges, with the right reforms, Pakistan has the potential to transform its economy and create a prosperous future for its people. It's a path worth pursuing.